Hello, musicians. Hello, aces. How are you today? Uh, we are here. We are in our week 14 lesson. And just so you know, this lesson is going to last for this week and next week because next week is a short week. I would like to say thank you to all of you who shared your Chrome Music Lab songs. I had a blast listening to them and man, it was so fun to hear and see what you created. And I'd like to show and share some of those creations with you. So we're going to get to see some of our classmates and other fifth graders' ideas. Okay, so here we go. So this one, I'm just going to play them each. I'm not going to talk a lot about them. Maybe one thing for each one. Great. So that one really enjoyed. They clearly used some back and forth, some moving up and moving down strategies. They also had some repeated note strategies in there, but they sped up the tempo a little bit. So down here, you can make it go faster, you can make it go slower, and they chose to speed that one up. So that was a cool idea. Thank you so much. Here is a very cool one as well. Let's take a listen. Oh, I just love all of your creativity. This person, they even went down below do, and that gave it a very cool sound. Moving down, moving up, back and forth here. And then they chose to use some silence, some space. We call those rests in music. And they didn't just leave it blank for the rest of the time. They added this little ending, and I think it's so cool. I really enjoyed listening to this one. Let's move on. Thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh, back and forth, moving up, moving down, and then that pattern repeats. Ooh, but this time they did it a little bit more, back and forth a little bit more, up and down, and then this ending. And so many of you did something where the ending made it so that when it repeats back to the beginning, it just seems like it never stopped, right? But it still kind of sounds like an ending because it ended on do. Awesome, awesome job. All right, I got a few more. I notice that there's columns here that are empty. Listen to what that does to this person's song. So this person, like I said, they had those empty spaces. Those are called rests in music where there's no sound. And I thought that made even more of like a rhythmic quality to this one. Notice this person's moving down, back and forth, even though there's some spaces in between. Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Moving down, moving down, moving down, moving down. But not only are they short little motions down, but they're repeated. And then this one's a little bit more. This one's even more than that. Ooh, even this, moving down. So very creative. Thank you. Thank you. I wish I could have shown even more of those, and maybe we will in the future. But wow, what creative ideas, and I hope you enjoyed doing it. Maybe you saw something that you'd like to try or that you're going to remember next time we have a chance to do it about how to create your own song. All right, so let's see what's next. Our next portion is talking about the percussion family. I want to make sure that um, you're able to get exposed to all the instruments because, or in January, we're going to start thinking about your choices for music in middle school. There is a link in your Seesaw activity for the Minnesota Orchestra video for this family. There's a lot to listen to and watch in this one. You don't have to respond to me about that, but I do encourage you to take a listen and look at how many different instruments each of the percussionists plays, all the different sounds. If that's interesting to you, you'd like to play lots of different instruments. You'd like to kind of be able to keep that steady pulse, that steady beat for the whole ensemble. Percussion might be for you. All right, our next part of our lesson is going to be a little bit of a challenge for technology. Bear with me, I'm going to walk you through it. We're going to use a different online xylophone, and it's at playxylo.com. Playxylo.com. This link is in your Seesaw activity as well. And to do this, what I really like is to try us to split our screen. So half of it is the video that you're watching and half of it is the xylophone. Here's how we're going to do that. Okay, first thing you need is to have two tabs open in your Chrome. The first one is the lesson video you're watching, and the second one is the xylophone. Okay, so if you go and click on that link that says playxylo.com, that should open up another tab. Then you are going to you're going to click on the video tab. It really doesn't matter which side is which, but if you click on the video tab and press the keys Alt and the bracket key, then it will make it take up 1/2 of your screen. And then all you're going to do is you're going to pull the other tab down a little bit so it's separated from the video. And then you're going to press Alt and the other bracket side, okay, at the same time. And what we're going for is the video on one side and the xylophone on the other. Okay, take a look. I have a Chromebook that is a little different than yours, but it works the same way. I know it's a little hard to see, but what I want you to know is that I have two tabs at the top. I know you can hardly see the screen. I have this tab, and right next to it, I have the xylophone tab. Okay, if I click on the lesson video, I'm going to press Alt and the bracket. My bracket is way up here. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and it snaps it to one side. Snaps it to one side. Then I have to click and drag on the other tab. Okay, so I'm going to click on this and I'm going to drag it down so that it can move. And then when I press Alt and the other bracket, it's split screen. Okay, so that you can watch the video and use the xylophone. Pause the video, see if you can get yours to do that. All right, so now we're back. If you didn't get it to be split screen, you can just have two tabs and click back and forth. That works too. But if you did, great job. Here's what we're going to do. First of all, to play the xylophone, you just use the number keys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I put some solfege syllables on here. So 1 is do, 2 is re, 3 is mi. So if I press 1, it would be do, 2 is re. Okay, you can actually play more than one at a time on here. So 1 and 5 at the same time. We are going to practice some short patterns using this xylophone. Hopefully you can see this on one side and you have your xylophone on the other. Now you're going to have to click on the side that has the xylophone to actually make the sound, okay? I'm going to sing do, do, so, la, la, so. That's our first pattern. Can you play that on your xylophone? Here it is when I play it. It might sound familiar to you. That's actually a very common Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, so that pattern is in a lot of our songs that we have sung since being a little kid. Here's our next pattern. La, 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 so, do. So now there's a big jump. We go from A, which is number 6, to 5 to 1. La, so, do. Let's try that one using my 6, 5, and 1. All right, here's our next pattern. Ooh, check it out on your own. See if you can find it and play it. Six. There it is. All right, and last pattern here, we're gonna go do, re, mi, sol, la, so, mi. Let's listen to it. Or you can try it on your own too. Here it is. If you'd like to try it on your own. I know it's hard to pause the video and still see what's up there, so I apologize. There's directions in Seesaw. You're going to click Add Response. You're going to click the microphone. You're going to click over to your xylophone tab and then play the music, okay? If you have your split screen up, keep it there because I will put the visual up there and you can have that on one side, have your xylophone on the other. I won't see your screen. I'll just hear what you play, okay? So microphone, click over to the xylophone, play the song, and then click back to the Seesaw side and click done and the green check mark to submit. Whew, that was a lot. This was a little bit longer video because we have a week and a half plus winter break too. So lots for you to think about, listen, watch here. I hope you enjoy it. Ask any questions on Seesaw. Come to my office hours if you'd like. And I will see you soon. I wish everyone a happy winter break. We'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.